was my closest ally in this competition, and now they're gone.
I was not seeing that coming. Like, did you see that coming at all?
With Finn's elimination last round, I want to make sure that Emily's going to be someone who is possibly on my side in the upcoming rounds. It was a tricky round, I think. Like, everyone was saying that this was like a pairing that was difficult for a lot of people to make the choice between.
I think it's very possible that that vote was kind of just a mistake on a few people's parts. I think that was like the first elimination that I was kind of like, something must have happened that I was not privy to, because that's not what I thought was going to happen.
It seems like they were very blindsided by the fact that Matt was able to stay over Finn. And that worries me a little bit about how much Emily really knows about what's going on in the game at this point.
I am just feeling mystified that I'm still here. I mean, I feel like I've been playing a good game, but there's also just been so many twists and turns, and a lot of good players have already gone home. So I'm just on my toes, but I feel good. I'm top 6. I'm ready to see if I can make it to top 5.
Fight!
I'm really excited coming into this round. I think our best bet is have me, Zach, Matt, and Gabby work towards the final 4.
I feel cautious going into the round because in the last round, I'd really wanted to keep Finn in the game, and that ended up sort of blowing up in my face.
Hello, everyone. We are now on day 25 of the competition, and you have all made it to final 6. As you all know, throughout the entire season, you have been accruing boarding bucks, and the closer we get to the end, the more crucial it will become to not only have boarding bucks, but have the most. Tonight, you will be given your biggest and final opportunity to earn boarding bucks. After tonight, no new boarding bucks will enter circulation, so the only way to garner more from this point on will be to trade or have them bequeathed to you. Tonight, you will compete in a 4-part competition where safety will be up for grabs in each round. In each round, the player that wins the competition will earn safety, leaving the rest of the players to have to fight for their safety in the next round. By the end of the competition, all but 2 players will have earned safety. Those 2 players will be the nominees for the round. To complicate things, it's important to mention your fight or flight choice for the round, which is stay or fold. Throughout the competition, I will be tempting you with boarding bucks. If you feel confident that you can win safety in a later round of the competition, you can choose to forego a chance at safety for the round for boarding bucks. The further we get into the competition, the bigger the temptation. So the choice is yours. Risk your chance of nomination by staying in longer for more boarding bucks, or fold at your earliest chance at safety. Each round, one person must sit out of the challenge. Meaning, if no one volunteers after 1 minute has elapsed, we will use a wheel to decide who is sitting out. If you are selected by wheel, you will not receive any boarding bucks as punishment.
We're down to final 6, and we have 4 opportunities tonight to earn safety.
If you win the competition, you win safety this round. If you don't win safety, then you have to keep trying to fight to get it.
Each competition, one person has to sit out.
We will be tempted to drop out of the competition round by round and claim an increasing amount of boarding bucks.
But if you haven't won at least one of the challenges, then by the end you will be up for elimination.
So safety or boarding bucks, that's kind of a tough decision.
We'll have the numbers if one of us ends up nominated tonight. We're all going to go into this round, hopefully protecting each other. So we should have the numbers tonight if any of us sees the block.
And I honestly, if we want to think about it, I think Sheridan has a really good chance on winning.
I agree. I agree that she's the biggest threat right now.
We have to make sure that Emily's been floating, but
Points. Good points.
or can you float?
I touched base with Sheridan, and essentially we're just trying to figure out if maybe
we can identify what some of the games are going to be for these competitions that we're going into.
So did you watch the first season?
I remember back in season 1 that there was a categories game.
There's like a game where it's like, okay, everybody name a city, and then if I say DC and you say New York, and then I say San Francisco, and then you can't think of one, then like you're out. Does that make sense? It's like whoever's the last person who can't name a thing in the category.
I feel pretty solid about. Sheridan feels solid about it too. So we're kind of just crossing our fingers that that's on the docket for tonight.
I don't know, but that's just like, I know that was one they did season 1 that they haven't done yet this season that could be used for something like this.
Anthony has made it super clear how important boarding bucks are going to be for the rest of the game and for the finale. So it's definitely important to have them and have the most. That's what he keeps saying. But at the same time, you can't make it to the finale if you get eliminated. So safety is also obviously a huge priority.
The first round of the competition is called Never Ending List, and here's how it'll work. Each round of this game, you will be shown a new category. We will go one by one, and each person will name one thing in that category. The first person to either be unable to name something in that category or repeat something already said will be out, and then we will start over with a new category. This will continue until only one player remains. That player is the winner and will earn safety.
I feel good about it. I know how to play this game. I was expecting this game. I'm feeling good.
I think I should be able to do pretty well in this competition. I can come up with some things on the fly. I feel like I have some like obscure references to pull out if I have to. So I'm feeling okay.
Now, before we get into the challenge, I will announce our first temptation. If you are willing to risk it, you can choose to sit out of this round of the competition in exchange for 1 boarding buck. If you would like to take the boarding buck temptation, you can do so now.
Feeling encouraged by the fact that at this point in the competition, I think I am the one with the most boarding bucks. So I'm hoping that I won't have to drop out of any of these competitions.
I actually really want to participate in the listing competition. I actually think I have a really good chance of winning this, and I'm kind of excited about it.
I already have 4 boarding bucks. So considering that I saw this game coming, this is a game I'm prepared for, a game that I'm good at, I think I need to fight it out for safety and forgo the temptation of just 1 more boarding buck.
I am 90% sure that if I don't win some kind of safety, then there's a really good possibility that I'm going to go home. There will be sort of juicier rewards later on. 1 boarding buck is not enough to sacrifice safety.
Of course, there's part of me that wants to earn another boarding buck, maybe sit out this round, but I think that it's in my best interest to take every opportunity I can tonight to earn safety.
As the seconds are just ticking by and ticking by, I'm feeling more and more pressure to be the person to just sit out this round.
Okay, I'll take it.
I decide to sit out for the first round and hope that this doesn't come back to bite me in the ass.
Erica, you will be sitting out of this first round of the competition. Everyone else will play in it. The first category is going to be U.S. President.
I know that I'm not going to win this one. I am not strong in history.
I'm embarrassed to say that I know very little presidents. I think I've only lived through 1, 2, 3.
We're gonna see.
Even though they're all horrible white men, they are all people of our history, and I know weird, stupid facts about these stupid men. So let's get into it.
Zach, you are up first.
Biden.
Lincoln.
Washington.
Obama.
Grover Cleveland. Grover Cleveland has a really cool mustache, was president twice, had 2 different terms. Fillmore. I remember seeing a biography of Fillmore when I was in elementary school. Warren Harding. Many people forget about him. I guess he was forgettable. However, I remember him because I am the smartest here.
Nat is pulling out some really obscure presidents from like the middle of the lineup, and I'm just like, wow.
I feel like Matt's the type of person that would be able to name all the presidents in order. So maybe this was his competition to win. Kennedy.
Monroe.
Thomas Jefferson.
James Madison.
As the round goes on, it kind of seems like people are struggling just as much as I am, if not more. So I'm really hoping someone else runs out before I do.
Roosevelt.
All I can think of is Jefferson, and I know that Jefferson's already been said.
5, 4, 3, 2. I'm sorry, Sheridan, you have been eliminated. You can turn your video off now.
Sheridan's out, which is really good for my game, as I think Sheridan and I are really on the outs.
She will beat almost all of us in the jury. So I believe Sheridan to be the main target this week. The fact that she doesn't earn safety this round is good for me.
The category is vegetables.
I love vegetables. There's some pretty obscure vegetables. I eat them all the time. I should be able to name a few.
I worked at a manager in a grocery store for 6 years of my life. It was the worst 6 years of my life, but I learned to be very familiar with a lot of fruit and vegetables. So maybe this will come into play.
Brussels sprouts,
broccoli,
Carrot,
Peas,
spinach,
radish,
jicama. So I'm just throwing out whatever I remember, but these people look like vegetable-like freaks. Like, I feel like Emily loves their vegetables.
Yeah, I can name vegetables until the cows come home.
broccolini, Swiss chard, turnip,
Everyone else is also doing pretty well.
eggplant,
zucchini,
Scallion,
kale,
cabbage,
onion. I'm hopeful someone will get out soon, because if we keep going, girl, I think I'm saying goodbye.
radicchio,
shallot,
Isn't there something like broccolini rabbi? Broccoli rabbi. Rabbi.
broccoli raw.
Broccoli rabbi?
Are you kidding me? No, bud. I'm sorry. No.
I'm sorry, Matt, but you are eliminated.
Oh, I'm crushed to be eliminated. Like, this was one I really felt like I could win. I killed the president's round, so why couldn't I kill the other rounds?
The category is going to be fight or flight players.
So there's only 3 of us left, but the 2 people I'm still up against are Zach and Gabby. And I know that they are very strong in competitions. And I know that just like me, they definitely watched the first season and will be very able to name fight or flight players.
Emily.
Zach,
Gabby,
Zach, Gabby, and I all sort of name each other, and it's a cute little moment.
CJ.
Sheridan,
Matt,
Erica.
Finn,
Gabby and Zach are throwing out a lot of season 2 names, so I try to throw out season 1 names.
Joe,
Jesse.
Laura,
Claire,
Greta.
Trishty,
We're all doing really well in this competition, but we are going to run out of names at some point, and it might be random as to who will get the short end of the stick.
Andre,
Tegan.
Jasmine,
Anna,
Sheridan.
I'm sorry, Zach, but that was already said. You are eliminated.
Now the second time I've bested Zach, and that feels very good. I like that. I could continue doing this.
Gabby and Emily, it comes down to the 2 of you.
I'm definitely hoping that Emily gets safety because I do foresee being with Emily in the long run. And I know that out of everyone in the game, they're probably the person that I have the closest connection with.
My preference tonight would be Emily and Sheridan as the 2 nominees. That's a win-win situation for me. So hopefully Gabby can pull out the win here.
I would love to secure safety here just because I would be able to take a big exhale and chill for the rest of the night.
I know Gabby is really strong in competitions too, but I feel really good about this. I think I'm going to take it.
The category is words that start and end with the same letter.
This is by far the most challenging round of asks that we've been getting. I just kind of start thinking of palindromes first.
Dad,
Gabby throws out dad. Okay, that one's easy. I throw back
Mom,
I just kind of am looking at my keyboard in front of my computer trying to jumble words together.
gang,
This one throws me for a huge loop,
race car,
and I realized that was the last one I had.
I I'm trying to think of more palindromes, and I remember that movie Tenet, which is about going forwards and backwards, and as I try and say it, I say
Trench. Nope.
fuck. That is the completely wrong word, and I've lost the competition.
Congratulations, Emily. You have won safety.
This is the second round in a row where I am the first person to win safety, and it's feeling really good. I think people are starting to see me as a real competitor. I mean, they better be, because I'm the first one who just made it into the top 5.
I am super proud of Emily and so happy to see them win.
When Emily wins the first round, it becomes obvious to me now that some combination of the 4 of us, me, Matt, Zach, and Gabby, at least one of us is going to be up for elimination tonight. So that's not ideal for my game.
I am so stressed after having lost and come so close, and I'm really just determined at this point to win the next competition because I'm already amped up on the adrenaline from almost winning that I'm tired at this point and I just want to win.
We will now move into a second competition, which we are calling Mixed Emojis. Here's how it'll work. A pattern of emojis will come up on screen. You will have 10 seconds to memorize the pattern before it disappears. You will then be asked a question about the emojis you just saw. The first player to buzz in correctly and answer the question will earn a point. The player with the most points after 12 rounds will be the winner of the challenge.
Looking at this emoji game, I'm definitely glad that I played in the last competition because this is all very visual and I'm much better with like words than pictures.
Since this is more memory based, I did win the memory matching competition earlier on, and I think I should be able to do well in this.
This round's temptation will be increased to 2 boarding bucks. If you'd like to receive this temptation, please step forward now.
I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it at all. I have to stay safe.
I really feel like I need to win one of these challenges and I need safety. So the temptation is still not strong enough to have me not participate.
I'm just wondering who will drop out at this point because we're all staying really silent and it might come up to a wheel as to who ends up sitting out. And I could actually have no choice.
Time goes on. 30 seconds later, no one says anything. Do.
20 seconds remain.
It can't go to a wheel. There's fucking like 10 seconds left. I can't because I know I'm just going to get picked in that wheel. I volunteer as tribute. Let's take the boarding bucks. Swallow that pill. Take one for the team and sit one out because clearly people will just let a wheel happen.
Matt, you have just received 2 boarding bucks. You will be sitting out of this challenge. You can turn your video off now. Your 10 seconds begins now.
The first picture pops up and I'm trying to count the amount of emojis that are similar and the amount of emojis that are different and just hoping that this question is going to be something that I know.
I'm stressed immediately starting out. I'm like, oh no, what information is relevant here? What's the question going to be about?
How many have their tongues sticking out?
So I immediately know this answer.
Zach?
3.
Zach, that is correct. You score the first point.
I'm looking at the differences between all of these different hearts, and I know the one that's sticking out to me right now is that there's only one purple heart, and I'm remembering that.
Which heart color is there only one of?
And I'm able to buzz in.
Purple.
That is correct. Gabby, you scored the point.
I'm on the board, and I'm feeling good. So I'm gaining some confidence that I at least got the second question. As I look at this slide, I know that there are like a few different colors, but the overwhelming color that I'm seeing is gray, and I just kind of note that, and I wait to listen for the question.
Which car color is there the most of? Gabby, you buzzed in first.
Gray.
Gabby, that is correct. You score your second point.
I'm a very slow buzzer is what I'm realizing compared to everyone else. The first few times I'm buzzing in and I'm coming in fourth every time, no matter how fast I think I'm buzzing in.
Where is the orange cat in proximity to the black cat? Sheridan, you buzzed in first.
my strategy is to just hit the button as fast as possible and hope that the question is something that I can answer.
Right.
That is incorrect. Erica, you buzzed in next.
Left.
That is correct, Erica. You score the point.
So it kind of is benefiting me that people are buzzing in before they actually know the answers, because then it's passing to me when I actually know the answer.
How many frowning faces were there? Sheridan, you buzzed in first.
3.
That is incorrect. Gabby, you buzzed in second.
5.
That is correct. Gabby, you scored your third point. How many light blue hearts are there? Zach, you buzzed in first.
I'm pretty sure that I know this answer. 7.
That is incorrect.
But I'm wrong. There was 7 pink hearts.
Sheridan, you buzzed in second.
Finally, Anthony asked a question that I actually do know the answer.
15.
Sheridan, that is correct. You scored the point. So we are all on the board. Gabby has 3 points. Zach, Eric, and Sheridan, you all have 1 point. We are halfway through the competition. How many dolphins are there? Zach?
I'm trying to pick my brain. Okay, I think maybe there was 1.
Incorrect. Erica?
0.
Erica, that is correct. There are 0 dolphins.
Erica gets it because she buzzed ahead of me, and she's starting to gain on me now, so I know I need to hustle.
In which row is the magic 8 ball? Zach?
In the first row.
That is correct.
So I'm feeling really good at this point. You know, we have a few more slides to go, and I think that I could pull out this one.
How many turtles are facing the right?
8.
I'm sorry, Sheridan, that is incorrect. Erica?
6.
Erica, that is correct. Gabby and Erica, you both have 3 points. Zach, you have 2 points, and Sheridan, you have 1 point. How many animals were there in total? Zach?
24.
You are correct.
I'm excited when it gets to the point in this competition where Gabby, Zach, and I are all tied, because now I'm like, cool, one of us is going to win safety on this, and that's one less person that I have to worry about. I obviously prefer it to be myself still, but at least it's not Sheridan.
Which direction are the most fingers pointing? Zach?
Up.
Incorrect. Gabby?
Left.
Gabby, that is correct. You scored your 4th point. There is 1 question left.
We're on the last slide of the competition, and I know that if I get this, I will win the game.
I have 3 points, Gabby has 4 points. It's looking like she's got this in the bag, and I'm not feeling defeated yet. I'm feeling like, all right, we got 1 good college try left in us, Erica. It's all one emoji instead of being different emojis, so it's kind of hard to guess where this question's going to go.
Which player was eliminated on the day indicated by the total amount of emojis? Gabby.
I'm able to buzz in for the last question of this competition, and I know that if I answer it correctly, I could win here.
Kirsty.
Gabby, that is incorrect.
With dread, I look in to see who is buzzed next.
Erica?
Jesse.
Erica, that is correct, which means we have a tie between Gabby and Erica.
My ally keeps coming back to save me. Thank you, Jesse.
This sucks, but I know that I do have at least a chance of still winning this. I don't want to do another competition at this point, so I have to win this.
Your tiebreaker question is, during our sliding puzzle competition, if you added up everyone's total times, how many seconds would you have without going over?
So I write down a completely random number of 1,463 and just hope I'm somewhere in the realm of close without going over.
I'm almost kind of trying to lowball this number, hoping that Erica maxes out.
3, 2, 1, reveal.
Immediately, I noticed that Erica's number is way higher than mine. And at this point, I'm just hoping that she's maxed out.
Congratulations, Erica. You have come the closest and won the challenge. The correct answer was 1,699 seconds.
Gabby was winning this entire competition, and I came back in the last few rounds and completely stole it from her.
Fuck! I cannot believe I've lost again. And not only have I lost again, but I've now come in second place in both of these competitions. And I know that I'm kind of revealing myself as someone who's good at competition.
Erica and Emily, you are both safe for the round. The third round of the competition will be a word search, and here's how it'll work. One at a time, you will compete to solve a word search. Your score will be based on the time it takes you to complete it. The player who solves the word search in the fastest time will earn safety. If your pockets are still feeling empty, you can choose to take this final temptation of 3 boarding bucks to sit out, guaranteeing you will be playing in the final round with only one more shot at safety left.
Initially going into this round, I did not want to take any of the temptations, but 3 boarding bucks is really, really tempting.
I'm getting pretty anxious at this point because if I don't have safety, then I will probably be eliminated, I think.
I need safety, I need safety, I need safety, not thinking of anything else.
The time is ticking down, and nobody's taking the offer.
Okay, I'll do it. Maybe if I'm not safe at all, I can still use these boarding bucks as some leverage to stay safe in the game, so I decide to take the boarding bucks.
Sheridan, you will receive 3 boarding bucks. You can turn your camera off now.
This could be a good thing because Sheridan now has one last shot at getting safety, and she could easily be one of the nominees, and she can clearly be my target for this round.
I'm going into this challenge very distressed because I am not good at word searches. But as I get across doing it, I'm just kind of singing myself through my anxiety.
Yeah, I'm really feeling really fucked up right now. This is not very fun.
I know I need safety so badly in this moment, so I know that I can't give up, and I have to keep on trying and using my little word search strategies of like finding unique letters and letter patterns. So I'm just kind of trying to check things off as I go.
My parents are gonna be so disappointed when they see this.
I know that I only have a few words left at this point, and I know that the longer it takes for me to find it, the worse my score will do. So I just kind of start looking everywhere that I can, and also start to look in the holes of the puzzle to see if there's something that I'm missing in there.
Found it, finally, okay.
I feel relieved just to be freaking over this part of the competition.
My anxiety spikes, and I'm just looking, I'm looking. Okay, searching for words. Stay is a word. Stay. So my strategy is to look row by row by row. Competition. And then I will start going up and down. Okay, safety. We got some safety in the house. And then diagonal. Got some puzzling. Hopefully I'll do okay, but we know how I do on puzzles, and I'm doubtful as the seconds roll by. Trust. I can't find trust anywhere. I can't find fold anywhere. What I do is I look for a letter, and then I look at all the surrounding letters, and a lot of these are not matching. They're just not matching. Trust. Girl, give me trust. And it's not until I really have to take a step back and just go, look, and then I find the word easily like that. Okay. If I just like took away the anxiety, I would have been fine. But I kept freaking out.
I feel like there's some sort of a strategy that you could have with the word search. Number 1 is to really not panic. I just want to really remain calm going into this. See, paranoia, I don't even know if that is one. Fight. I immediately start panicking because obviously my game's on the line right now. Okay, jury, I see. Oh my god. What else? At times I got a large group of them all together. You have boss somewhere. Boss I see. Stay I see. Risk. Then there was a couple of ones like puzzle I couldn't find for the life of me. Nope. Puzzle, 2 Z's anywhere. I can't figure it out. I don't know where the fuck it is. I don't even see like 2 Z's near each other. And I'm honestly starting to think that this game is rigged and that there is no puzzle. I need to look for my double Z somewhere, and then trust. I see trust. So I find puzzle. All right, puzzle. I lock it in, and hopefully I have a really good score.
Matt, you can turn off your video. You did not win.
It feels really hard to hear that I lost. It's not surprising, but it sucks.
Zach and Gabby, it comes down to the two of you. And with a difference of 15 seconds.
My heart drops, and I just really, really hope and pray that I get safety.
I might have pulled this out. I'm really hoping that I'm safe
Zach, congratulations. You are the winner of safety.
here. I'm pissed at this point. We'll now be the only person to have had to compete in every single competition, and I'm fucking tired.
I could breathe tonight, but I can't breathe that well because I still need to make sure that Matt is safe.
We have come down to the final round. One of the three of you will earn safety, and the other two will be nominated for elimination.
I'm like a broken record at this point, okay? Every round I've been saying Zach and Erica, and they keep being safe. And now my 3 top allies remaining in the competition are up for elimination, and the 2 people I'm less certain about are in the top 5 with me.
The best case scenario is that Matt wins safety this round so that we have Sheridan and Gabby up, and all the votes would go to Sheridan.
I'm not thinking Matt has a great chance to win over Sheridan, so I'm praying that Gabby can pull out a win over Sheridan.
For this final round, you will be shown 3 players this season. Your task is to find what connects these 3 players. The first player to buzz in with the correct answer will be the last safe player.
I gotta pull it out. I can't be a nominee. I can't be fighting for my life again this round.
My ideal scenario here is that I win, because I am really scared for myself if I end up in either of these positions.
I really want to win this competition because going up against either one of them in elimination, there's a really good chance I could be going home.
So I instantly see 3 faces. I see Anthony, I see CJ, and I see Ethan.
Gabby.
The stakes are huge. I know that if I get this right in my first answer, I'll have earned safety and I can get a huge target out of the competition. Voted out with just like a margin of 1.
Incorrect. Sheridan, you're up next.
I've played previous seasons.
Incorrect.
I'm not taking notes, and I just really haven't been following a lot of the stuff that's happening in this game.
Gabby.
Did they choose the bitch option in Boss or Bitch?
Incorrect.
I list out some random guesses. No Anthony from college.
Incorrect.
I honestly don't know what to think.
What?
Sheridan.
We're unanimously eliminated?
Incorrect.
People are throwing out everything, dumb things. They're throwing out a lot of dumb things I know are wrong. And I'm like, what the fuck? What did they do?
Matt.
They were even eliminations. Like, even placed.
Incorrect. Sheridan.
They were odd eliminations?
Incorrect.
Another thing that I am noticing is that it's members from all different teams.
They were all on different teams at the beginning of the competition.
Incorrect. Sheridan.
I kind of put 2 and 2 together and think that maybe this is the answer. The first eliminated from their colors?
Congratulations, Sheridan. That is the correct answer. You have won safety.
I am truly flabbergasted at this point that I managed to get the right answer. I'm not only really proud of myself, but I'm also surprised and relieved.
God, it slipped from my fingertips.
My heart drops. I know that this is going to be an uphill battle for me.
Gabby and Matt, you were the only 2 who were unable to secure your safety, so you will be the nominees for the round.
You know Gabby and I have had our differences in the beginning of this game, but we've really stuck out it and we've kept each other safe through these last few rounds. And now the fact that I'm with one of my biggest allies again on the chopping block, it makes no sense. But it's not over yet. It cannot be over yet.
I'm going to have to really fight for my life in the negotiations and in the strategizing coming up for this round.
I am so upset that it's going to be Matt and Gabby up for elimination tonight.
This sucks.
It sucks. It sucks so bad.
We got to make sure it doesn't go to a wheel. That's like my biggest fear right now.
My absolute biggest fear is that the vote will split, we will go to a wheel, and one of us who has one safety will be eliminated tonight.
If I can get the votes to stay, that would be awesome. I think I'm a bigger target for people. I think I should be playing in this game for a longer time.
Trying to convince other people that Matt is not as big of a target as Gabby is going to be really difficult. I see that this is going to be a huge uphill battle. Tell people that if they're voting against you, just let you know, because I still have steal a vote. I will use it if we don't think that you have the votes, okay? If I do truly feel like things are going to go south for Matt, I can play it tonight. I only have one other round to use it, and I don't want to go home not using it.
Matt will be a bigger jury threat than I will be farther down the game, and that if you keep me in the game, I will further act as a shield for you specifically, just because I seriously outed myself as being like, I came close to like every single competition and didn't win, so that's not great. People are going to be looking at me to cut me further down the line, and you also are good at competition, so it would be in your best interest to keep me, I think. I'm throwing anything and everything at the wall right now.
That's an amazing pitch. Gabby gives me a wonderful pitch, and I'm concerned that everyone else got this pitch and everybody's mind's going to change to, oh no, we need Matt out tonight.
Hi.
Hello.
I know Sheridan has been gunning for me, but maybe just this week I can get Sheridan to keep me. I don't care what happened before this. If you vote to keep me, I would be very, 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 very grateful. I think I'm a bigger target than you, and I think that by keeping me around, it's almost like a shield. And I promise if you give me safety, I will show you my, all my cards through the entire rest of the game.
That gives me important information that he does know that I was a snake in the last round, but that he's potentially willing to forgive me and continue working together. And I really like to hear that. Yeah, it's hard because I definitely see you as a threat in the game, if I'm just being completely honest. At this point, I'm trying to think about, in a final two situation, who I would have an advantage against if I even make it that far, so...
Okay.
But I haven't made a decision yet.
I count on you to not vote me out this round.
These are two really, really strong players that I've been connected with pretty much the entire game. Yeah, I don't really know what to do here, honestly. The only reason why I'm hesitating is I just don't have to tie because I don't want it to go to a wheel.
I don't think it should be that difficult of a decision for Emily to make here. And even if it does accidentally tie the first time, there's another chance before a wheel happens. It's really frustrating to hear that line of thinking right now, especially when it's my life in the game on the line. No, I think I can get numbers. Just if you can tell me that you'll vote with me as a starting number, I can make sure. I think I have a convincing argument.
She says if she can get the majority in her favor, can she count on my vote? And I say, sure.
I bet Gabby has talked to you first, probably has given you a deal, but I'm really hoping that you give me some loyalty and vote to keep me because we've just been playing this whole game together, and I understand we probably voted differently that last time, but I think that was our only vote we haven't voted the same way. You were closer to Finn. It completely makes sense. Let's just keep going and just give me your vote. Thanks. Also, if you give me this vote, we're going to continue our alliance through the end.
No, I know, yeah.
Green team final 2.
Honestly, right now, I'm feeling really, really torn, having heard both Matt and Gabby out. I like both of them a lot. I think they're both great players. I've enjoyed working with both of them. It's a really hard decision, honestly, between the two of them.
I'm trying to get Sheridan and Erica on the phone after this point because I haven't talked to either of them yet. But neither of them are answering my calls.
I keep trying to call Erica. Calling, ringing, and nothing.
I'm just really frustrated at this point. I'm not hearing anything back. So then I eventually call Matt. Get a hold of anyone.
No!
Okay, cool. Just
Thank God.
I know.
Oh, fucking God. So they're all on a call.
Yeah, just deciding between the two of us. It seems like the remaining voters are not talking to the two people that are up for elimination, and they're going to try and make this vote a unanimous vote. Well, honestly, it's kind of a bad call for them to just be straight up ignoring some of us, because I'm like, one of us will go out, and I definitely will not be giving you my boarding bucks, because guess who is not answering the phone call? You, darling.
Exactly. It's not a way to play the game. You need to be talking to the people, even the people who are on the outs at that moment, even the people who might go home, because you don't know who's staying, you don't know who has power. I didn't want any of them to win the game, so I'm really trying to wrap my fucking head around who I would vote to win. I will be a bitter jury member, and they will not be getting my vote in the end. If you make it to Final Two, if you beat me tonight, I'm voting for you to win.
Yeah, same. I probably will say that as I exit too.
You win this game because I think you played a phenomenal game.
I'm not even asking them to lie to me. I'm just asking them to hear me out, and they're not doing me that courtesy. Specifically, Erica and Sheridan. So I'm angry, and if I get left in this competition, there will be hell to pay.
Does anyone here feel very strongly about either keeping someone or voting someone out?
I am not willing to risk my safety for either person who's on the chopping block right now, and I know that neither of them would ever be willing to do the same for me in return. So, just say a name. Matt, Gabby, I don't care. Just say a name.
I agree with you. I don't have a huge pull either direction. Blowing up Matt and I's relationship right now would be detrimental to my game. They would 100% vote Matt out. So I have to play this cool.
It sucks because it's I talked to both Matt and Gabby tonight, and they both obviously were want to count on me for my vote. And I hope, that they can understand. This is a hard decision. How do I send one of these people home, prevent us going to a wheel, but also not screw myself out of a jury vote?
At this point, I'm trying to think, in a Final Two situation, who would be harder to have the edge against. The pro side to keeping Matt in the game is I can redeem myself from being a real snake in the last round. But the con is that Matt is still a very strong player, and he might try to target me in a future round if I keep him safe. The con to keeping Gabby in is that she is very articulate and I think would do well petitioning to a jury. But the pro for Gabby is that I think she and I have less history in this game, and at this point that's almost a good thing because we can sort of start fresh, and I think that could be a really powerful move.
Matt and Gabby, as the only two people who weren't able to secure safety during today's stay or hold competition, you are the two nominees for elimination. What goes into deliberation? What conversations are you having? And how do you weigh this decision so close to the end of the game? We have the boarding bucks, we have competition wins, we have alliances and relationships and putting a move on your resume. We only have a couple more left before we're going to be at the end, and you're going to need to share your case with a jury and hopefully be there with the right person. How do you consider all of this in this last kind of leg of the game?
Well, I'm showing it through loyalty. And I think a big part of winning this game is doing a good social game. And that's by reaching out and constantly reaching out and not just waiting to get reached out to. And I think there are people that have still been waiting, and it's really now the time to fight.
Both Matt and Gabby, I think, are excellent players at this game. They're both lovely people, but they are both also big threats. So I think there was a lot to be considered tonight. And I think it's just been a hard decision for all of us. And, it's a win-lose either way.
Jumping off that point of it's a win or lose, it will be a win for one of you, and it will be a lose for the other five of you. How important is tonight's vote for making sure you're that one winner?
Throughout this competition, I think that we've all thought of who we should sit with at Final Two. But tonight I realized that anybody here, sitting next to anybody here, it's going to be an uphill battle because we're all great players and we all have a huge resume and we all deserve a win. So maybe now we start thinking about short-term I know we're at the end of the game, but short-term choice, I think, is what's necessary tonight.
Short-term choice. That's very interesting. I don't know what that means, but it's an interesting tidbit, Zach.
Just something that will benefit. So the four of us wanted to make sure that we did not see the wheel tonight, and that was our priority.
Does that mean the four of you are all going to be voting the same way? Interesting.
Yeah, I think to make it clear, they were in a conversation through this entire deliberation. And so it just really ended up them talking and then just Gabby and I having a good kiki because we couldn't really campaign at all, which really sucked. But I guess at this point, it's personal game and they already know our resumes and know who we are. So I understand that. But at the same time, it's hurtful to not be receiving any calls. We both felt like we were out of the loop.
This is the second time this season that we're seeing this. This isn't something I saw last season or have really even seen before. Of, on the one hand, if you get together in a group, you can figure out your decision and maybe avoid a wheel, avoid a duel even. But on the other hand, someone will be going to jury tonight. And when you're on the receiving end of it, it may not be the most well-received thing. So what's the trade-off there?
Matt makes a comment that he didn't talk to anyone, that no one talked to him, and I want to push back on that.
Matt and Gabby, I did talk with both of you in the deliberation period. I listened to both of you and I've heard you both out.
I don't know how great of a game move it was for the other safe players to not reach out to Matt or Gabby at all because one of them is going to go home, but one of them is going to be here next round. And to just sort of burn that bridge, I don't think that was a smart decision.
Everyone has been playing so conservatively this season that they're not even going to risk going to a wheel for something that might better their game in the future here. So I'm feeling really powerless. I know that all I can do at this point is give my speech and make it a fucking good one. Yeah, that was definitely something that I personally appreciated. But I think as someone who very well might be sitting on the jury next week, it will be hard to tell whose move this belongs to. Of course, you could always speak that in your jury speech, but I think that will become an issue when whoever the two people are that are speaking to the jury, it'll be hard to take that at face value, actually, and figure out what's going on. Sheridan and Erica, you will not be receiving my vote if I'm eliminated this round because you did not hear me out. Putting me on the jury would be a mistake because it would be an automatic vote against you.
And to Emily's point also, it was a move. Like, I think it was something good that Emily did by speaking to both of us because we got communication, even though it was in the beginning of the deliberation. So at the very end, we had no idea what was happening. But like, at least we heard in the beginning, because right now I think everyone needs to make the other steps. Like, what can I do? What can I do to help my game, not just get through this round? I think right now, some people might be still looking at just this round, and it's going to go further than that. Yes, girl, give us nothing. Everyone's holding their cards so close and they're saying nothing and they're doing these like exclusionary talks. And I'm like, you're not getting people in. You're not going to get votes. You're not getting sympathy. People will want to vote you out later. Like, none of it makes sense. It's clear that this season, it's like very like people are putting their cards. They are not showing their cards at all. And we're seeing that in every single group. You're so scared to say something because you're so scared that one word might tank your entire game. But then at the same time, this game is fight or flight. We have to take the risk to win the game.
I do want to speak on the holding cards close to the chest. Before I was eliminated, I was too open and too honest with my cards, and that's how I ended up getting myself eliminated. So coming back in, I am more inclined to keep my cards close to my chest to protect my interests a little bit more, because it didn't do me well initially.
I'm sorry if there's hard feelings there. I really am, but I'm thinking about my game, not your game. And I'm sorry that you felt disrespected and like you deserved an extra chance to campaign, but you didn't.
On one hand, you need to hold your cards close to your chest while you're in this game. But again, 9 days from today, when you're sitting in front of the jury, you need to show all your cards and convince them that you have the winning ones. You can hold your cards to your chest all you want, but when you get to the end and finally reveal them, will people believe that you were always holding those cards? Walk me through the consideration there.
This is a game all about risk. It's high risk, high reward, low risk, low reward. And sometimes that's just the risk that you're choosing to take in this game.
Thank you for sharing your truth, girl, whatever. But it doesn't have any excuses. Like, she said she was way too open and that's why she got eliminated. Girl, you weren't open enough. You only talked to the people on the blue team. That's why you got eliminated. And you also believe everything everyone says. And like, she doesn't deserve to be in this final 6 at all. It kind of pisses me off that she's still here.
I think we've talked a lot. I do want to hear from both the nominees. I'm going to give you each the chance to address the group. Seems like during deliberation you may not have had your voices heard, so I want to give you the platform here.
I really hope you all keep me. I've made personal relationships with each of you, and I continue to keep that up through this game. And I think I am also a big target to keep along. So if you need a shield to get through these next few rounds, I would be that shield. With that, I also want to say that, like, people know what if I end up in jury, like where my jury vote falls. And I think also it's like, think about the people who make up jury and who will have a say in that jury. And I really hope to continue to play in this game. I've been nothing but fighting, and I want to fight till the very end. So please let me continue to do so. Thanks.
Even though it pains me to campaign against Matt because we've been working together, I am ready to go in here. I think it's true that at different points of the game, all of us still left in this chat have been working and talking with Matt. And that is evocative of Matt's entire game as an extremely impressive social player. I think that he will continue to be a threat, especially in a Final 2 situation. I think he could take anybody in a Final 2, whereas with me, I think each and every one of you still left in the game would have a better chance in jury against me than against Matt. Additionally, like I said before, I played in every single competition in this round and I lost every single competition in this round. This will become more and more of a competition-based game. I'm losing them. So another pro to keep Gabby. Another pro to keep Gabby is that I have been a foe in this game. I was named a foe. I've been villainized. And even though that might look threatening, I think that you all have more friends on the jury than I do at this point and would be a resounding winner. Some people have hated things that I've done and will probably not ever vote for me. So I think that those are the pros for me. And I've also been, like a free agent kind of situation in terms of like I've been talking, I've been working, and that still is like good for everyone left in this game, right? That like I'm still open to work. At this point, I've said all I can say, and I hope that they've been able to spin this in my favor and that I'm able to survive.
Please send me your votes now.
There is obviously a small amount of fear in me that any combination of Sheridan, Emily, or Zach could betray our vote and it goes to a wheel.
Going into the vote tonight, I just hope that I'm making the right choice and that I'm not screwing myself out of a potential jury vote.
Matt and Gabby, it comes down to the two of you. And the person eliminated from Fight or Flight is Gabby. I'm sorry, Gabby, but you have been eliminated from Fight or Flight.
I think I'm the very first person to say that we should keep Matt in the game. Gabby is maybe slightly stronger in competitions. When I was up for elimination, I really felt like Matt played a big role in keeping me in the game, and I wanted an opportunity for us to be even.
Gabby just came very close to winning all the competitions that she played in tonight, and we still have yet to really have Matt win a competition. The end of this game is going to be very competition-based, so if we keep Matt around, who we could all potentially beat, that's what we're going to have to do. And that's kind of how I play this deliberation. We're all comfortable with that decision, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
I think this reasoning makes sense, and since I was already on the fence, I agree to vote out Gabby.
I feel awkward even talking to them at this point.
Honestly, I don't want them trying to keep campaigning. I don't want them to have the opportunity to turn one of the 4 of us against the other 3.
I'm a coward. I don't like facing people.
I'm not so surprised that I've been voted out here. To be honest, if I were in their shoes, I probably would too. I know I'm a big threat to win this game, but I do feel that it was not in the interest of every single person that voted for me. And the people who it was not in their interest for, I will not be voting for them because it was not a good decision. I will be awarding my vote to the person that I thought has played the most entertaining game. So if you are not playing in an entertaining manner, guess that I am not voting for you. Additionally, I am not also afraid to vote bitter. I might be a bitter juror. And for the people that I spoke to that I thought lied to me, yeah, might be bitter about that. And if Matt is in the final two, I will be voting for Matt. Bye.
Thank you, Gabby. You put up a great fight, and you've already left for your flight.
I came into this competition thinking I would choose flight, that I would play kind of a low-key, hushed game, but after seeing my surrounding competitors, I chose fight at the options that I could, and I became a target really early on, and I was able to battle my way all the way up to the top 6. I won competitions, I changed elimination votes, and kind of blindsided some people, and I think that I left a heavy impact on this game.
Goodbye, Gabby. I really loved playing with you. I'm really sorry that I had to vote you out, and I hope that if I sit in final 2, I can count on your vote.
Gabby, you mentioned before you left that you want to vote for somebody that keeps the game entertaining. I hope that I can give you that, but regardless, I think the game was made more interesting and more engaging because you were in it. So I am sad to see you go, but I wish you the best and thank you for being part of it.
Abby, I never wanted you to leave tonight, but it's so much more beneficial to me that you left over Matt. I'm just happy that Matt's here and we get to continue working together.
I'm glad we had our drama, and I'm glad we reconciled and made a great alliance through this all. And it was really heartbreaking to see us go up as nominees together because, girl, you know I love you.
I'm gonna really miss playing with you. I really am. I know I probably lost your jury vote this round for sure, but you know what? It is what it is. See you on the other side.
Congratulations, Final 5. You have made it another step closer to the end of this game. I know you all want this. You're very close to it, but only one of you is going to turn out on top. And I want you to remember that.
I pretty much had a target on my back since round 1 when I won that first impressions challenge and I became the boss of the blue team. Of course, I managed to survive longer than any other members of the blue team. Ever since I've come back, I have been working with everyone. I've been talking with everyone. I've been forging connections with everyone who I didn't have the opportunity to first time round.
I do truly believe that I have played the best game here. I wasn't afraid to make huge game moves, and yet I'm still here. I think that my biggest move thus far is getting CJ out. I won that CJ competition, and I won the competition following that. You have to vote for the player that you think played the most courageous, boldest, best game here. And I think any way that you cut it, it's going to be me.
I was not expecting to go far. Now I think I might actually be able to win this thing. You know, I've proven myself as a strong competitor. I've won 2 competitions, this round and the last round. I think I've played a really smart game. I think I've been really strategic. I just have to continue being a comp beast at this point and just try to get safety whenever I can and hope that these boarding bucks come in handy.
My gameplay has been to find that balance between being myself and also being who I need to be so that others will want to keep me in this game. I think that this is a game of deception and it's also a game of mercy. I think that in rounds I've definitely displayed deception in telling people that they were safe when they were not. I'm the first person to use a fight pass. I've been up for elimination and somehow made it. But it's also a game of mercy, and I think that in this round, I very much wanted to show Matt that I appreciated how he's played this game with me. I'm going to continue to play the game as I have been playing it, and trying to be strong both in terms of challenges and also playing a social game.
I have controlled almost every single vote in this season. People ask me, who's the target? Who's the target? I give them my choice, and then it happens. And then when I got power as the hunter, everyone was completely honest and I was completely correct about the whole board. It shows how well I know everyone. I think being humorous and being nice has led me to this point. Let's get one step closer to the finale, one step closer to that crown. You know I look good in a motherfucking crown.
I give 3 of my boarding bucks to Matt just because he was still very pleasant to me as we were both up for elimination, and I know that he doesn't have too many of them.
I'm rich, baby. I'm rich. I had 0 at the start of this round, and now I have 5 boarding bucks. Fantastic. I say it's been a successful round.
And then ultimately, even though I didn't like the move to vote me out here, I give 2 of them to Emily just to even the playing field a little bit more because I know that they weren't able to gain boarding bucks in this last round.
I thought she was really pissed off, but maybe I'm now realizing she was pissed off at other people, but not me. That's a good feeling. That's like, okay, maybe I didn't lose that jury vote.